Good morning, my friends. Welcome to our first live broadcast for today. And I want to remind all of you, tonight at 9 o'clock, we're going to be literally unveiling or revealing the biggest prospecting and recruiting breakthrough in network marketing in 20 years. It was about 24 years ago that I discovered my four-step formula. And it has helped, over the years, millions of people. What we're going to share with you tonight is going to put your business building activity on steroids. We have all kinds of examples of people who have applied the formula to their business and are having great success, and I look forward to the time when I can share your success. Our boot camp on our March boot camp is going to be in a totally new format. Great new information. So I invite all of you to participate. We're going to give you a little sneak peek of what's in there. Today, the fastest growing top earners in your business will tell you that they owe their success to my simple formula. They follow it to the letter, like you would follow a recipe to create a pie. They use it on Facebook and LinkedIn, and they teach it to everyone that comes into their business. As a result, they've got fast-growing teams of excited distributors that follow the formula because it enables everyone to enroll new distributors and customers in less than an hour or two a day. The simplicity and ease of teaching the formula to everyone that comes into their business ensures immediate duplication that drives excitement, motivation, and rapid rank advancement deeper into their organization. 4 simple steps. Everyone can create a free LinkedIn and Facebook profile, instantly connect with perfect prospects, people that you know in advance are looking for what you have, communicate with them at will, close a sale in less than an hour or two a day, and then teach the steps and become a top earner in your business. Now, these moving images you're looking at are called GIFs. And they're going to become an important part of the conversations that you're going to have with your prospects. These 4 steps are simple to follow, and they're easy to teach other people. They can be immediately duplicated by everyone that you bring into your business. And they are so simple, even a caveman can do it. Now, once you master the 4-step formula, you can immediately help your new recruit start bringing people into your business and their business. You'll help them overcome and break through the biggest obstacle facing every network marketer today, not having qualified prospects to talk to. This is going to put you on the road to success in your business in record time. Okay, so I have a little duplication there. Now, you're all familiar with my formula. Create a page, connect with people, communicate with them, and close them. And when this algorithm is applied to your prospecting and recruiting activities on every social network, especially on LinkedIn and Facebook, it will have you talking to more perfect prospects every day and closing more sales than ever before. We're looking for people that are active in both Facebook and LinkedIn. Now, make it easier for you to see who's active. See, social networks are a great source of free leads, but now there are 5 things that make a social network great for prospecting and recruiting. America Online had 4 of them. The first one are profiles. The profiles of each user contains more than enough information about someone to help you identify a good prospect in advance of making contact. Second, a texting feature that enables you to communicate directly and privately with other users on the network that include features to share videos, GIFs, and moving images. Third, a searching feature that enables you to filter down through the entire network of population using keyword and advanced searches to prospect and recruit perfect cream of the crop prospects according to their specific demographics. The ability to create or share videos that will attract perfect prospects and give you immediate credibility so you can position yourself as an expert and dominate any niche market. LinkedIn now has video. LinkedIn now has LinkedIn Live video. And the fifth element is you can see when someone is online and when they're active. On Facebook, the green dot next to their picture indicates they're online, their accounts are turned on. LinkedIn also has a mobile application, and you can see when people are online with their mobile phone, a green donut. This is key because what this is going to do is it's going to enable you, first and foremost, to be more visible. Having a green dot next to your account when people are searching or you're communicating with people encourages people to contact you faster. Of course, we've had this on Facebook for a long time. Now, not only can you see when people are there, you can also see when they're reading what you send and when they are typing. So we're going to flip over and we're going to jump into some accounts. So let me look in the chat window, and we're going to pop over here first and we're going to look at Alex. And we're going to pop over here, and Alex is talking to Susanna. And I typed it with an A, and it should be an E. All right, now, first and foremost, what I want you to notice on LinkedIn is the messenger here. So right here, you can see the people with the solid green dots. They're logged into LinkedIn. And the ones with the donut are hooked up via their mobile phone. So the people that you would easily want to talk to are easy to identify. So let's take a look at who Suzanne is. Now notice she's got the little banner around her picture, open to work. And as they've got something like 30 million people that are using that banner right now, but a lot more people that are open to work do not use the banner. But of course, this makes it easy. So, experienced and passionate sales leader, open to leadership opportunities in the Charlotte area, open to all industries, as well as remote work from home. If you're looking for a network marketer, this is perfect prospect. So now we're going to come down here. What are her top skills? Activity. This is one of the most important things because you need to be able to tell how active people are. Now we come down here. So she was the VP of Sales and Marketing for a company for almost 3 years. Director of Account Management. So you come down here and you look at her work history. Going all the way back 20 years. Director, National Retail Director. So after 6 years working with Sprint, she leaves them and goes to work for Time Warner. Again, as their National Accounts Director. After 2 years, she leaves them and goes to Comcast. And she's there for 4 years, almost 5. Then she leaves that and she goes over to another company where she's director of account management. So the bottom line is she's got director, VP of sales and marketing for another company for almost 3 years. And then in August, she stopped working. She stopped working. Now, you have to remember that people put on their profile what they want to talk about, okay? Now, the question is, what has she been doing since August of 2018? The other thing that you want to keep take into account is, on the basis of what this woman does, what is the probability that at some point in time she's been involved with a network marketing business to generate additional income? And I would say, considering the business she's in, because she's been at the upper end of the corporate ladder with these companies, she has to know about it. Somebody has had to talk to her about it, all right? So, you reached out to her in September last year. You sent her a message, and at the end of the month, she accepted you. Have you been affected by COVID? Okay, so she's been having a hard time finding a job. Now, I want you to notice up here, here's another feature. 55 minutes ago, there was some activity of hers on LinkedIn. Right now she's on her mobile phone. But 55 minutes she did something. Okay, now you're asking her, well, what prompted you to go to work in those industries? And the question that lingers in my mind is, what have you been doing for work? What have you been doing for work since you left iWireless? Okay, so her favorite company over the years was Nextel. Sprint Nextel. So she worked for them for 6 years. So a natural question would be, well, why'd you leave? So she loved her last company. It ended by T-Mobile buying us. So now we understand why she left this company. T-Mobile bought them. Well, the next question would be, so what have you been doing since? All right, so you're asking her about what did she enjoy? Managing and leading teams. Makes her a great network marketer. So the things that she loved to do would make her incredibly successful in network marketing. And this was last September. What are you looking to do next? Well, she didn't respond to that. That was at the end of September. Now, one thing I want to point out, Alex, if they don't respond to something like this, you know, you can keep the conversation moving along. A couple of days later, you could have put up a post, you know, of something to share it with her. So you don't have to wait for people. If they don't respond to you after a couple of days, you can keep the conversation going. What are you looking to do next? Well, clearly, well, she didn't answer, okay? So you wish her a happy Halloween. Now, you ask somebody what they do, they come back and ask you what you do. You ask her about Halloween, she comes back and says, what are you going to do for Halloween? Again, we have that question out there. What has she been doing since she left her last job? So here we are in November. So how is your search for a new job going? What type of companies are you applying for? So I didn't answer that. Okay? Now you really want to pay attention to this, okay? So the last post you sent her, sometimes the bad things that happen in our lives put us directly on the path to the best things that will ever happen to us. She loved that. And now she comes back, I'm a firm believer in things happen for a reason. I was getting so irritated getting hit up by all these insurance commission only positions or multi-level marketing. This one guy I had a Zoom call with, and I politely sent him a note thanking him for his time. However, the timing is not right for me. I definitely made the right decision as he never responded and wished me well. Rude. I received a call last week from a recruiter for a company I had interviewed with last year, as he and the president were discussing me in a position coming up. I am so excited, as I really liked the president and the role would be reporting to her. I had the interview yesterday, and I felt it really went well. All right, now, this was Friday. Now, you look at her position. Okay, and she's got a target on her back. I'm a firm believer. Now, what you want to know, we still don't know. What has she been doing for work since she left her last job? Okay, we still don't know that. This is all about learning who someone is. So she's getting irritated. All right. So Alex, here's what you want to do. First and foremost, the question that you want to ask, and let's just put them down here. What have you been, since you left iWireless? Now, we don't have to put the date in there. But we could say, "2 years September. So you got August 2018, 19, 20. That's the question. What have you been doing for work since you left them? The other thing that you have to address is the fact that she's getting hit on by all these multi-level people. And let me unmute Alex for just a second. Alex, were you on the session that we did yesterday in the morning?
Yes.
Where we brought up the whole concept of no wonder you're being attracted by based on what she likes to do. Let me just bring it up here, and let me find it. So basically, this woman, because of who she is and what she does, or what she's done in the past, is going to continuously be slammed with messages from people who are network marketers. Let me find it.
I believe I actually even copied it.
Good. So let me just kind of bring it up. Now, here's the thing, and let me. Okay, so this is it. Now, we shared it with everybody yesterday, right? So let's just kind of bring it up here. I'm not surprised that you've been occasionally recruited to get into companies like, in this case, it was into network marketing. That's because, based on what I've learned about you in the short time we've known each other, you have the experience working with all kinds of people. Okay, so you would naturally be even the words of your profile. Okay? But here's the deal. So what you really want to say to her, because we don't want to spend a lot of time. The bottom line is you have to find out how she feels about network marketing. Yes, you are going to get pitched. Yes. Because based on your background and based on your experience, you would be very successful if you got involved in a network marketing company. Now, you have an advantage over everybody here because you're in the same field. So somebody that's promoting New Skin, or somebody that's promoting Isagenix, or somebody that's promoting Nerium, or any health and wellness anti-aging company, doesn't have the level of interest in what they're promoting with somebody that's been promoting wireless communications. You have that. And so there's a natural synergy between what you're promoting and what she would be interested in doing. And however, what you have to do is you have to find out, again, what we have to say to her, and I'll let you type it up. Basically what you want to reinforce is, listen, I'm not surprised you're getting hit on by people in network marketing, because you would be great at it. You'd be very effective. And you'd want to know, well, what experience do you have? I mean, that's really the deal. What experience does she have? And unfortunately, man, there's a lot of people out there, great prospect. Now, she doesn't say she's not interested in it. She's just saying, hey, I'm getting hit on. And so one of the things that you could add to the conversation with her would be, again, how does she feel about network marketing? Would be the fact that it's understandable that someone with your level of experience would be turned off by the average network marketer that's out there promoting lotions or potions or anti-aging things. But when you understand the concept of network marketing and you are able to tap into a network marketing company that position you to work in the field that you were used to working in other words, telecommunications. I would be surprised, Alex, if she hasn't heard of if she hasn't heard of your company. But again, it's great prospect, okay? And so you just need to, do it slow. But the big question is, so she says, how are you doing? So, and I felt it went well. So now, first of all, you got to keep in mind that she's interviewing, and right now she feels like, hey, I had an interview. I'm excited. Fingers crossed. How are you doing? So what we can do, just to keep it exciting and moving forward, okay? Let me just put that in so I don't have to. So what you want to do, pop that in there. So what we can do here, she says, keep your fingers crossed. So let's come over here to the GIF. All right, send that over. And then, now she did something an hour ago. So the question is, now, what so that's one question, okay? When now, we're popping this over, all right? Now, we've got those other questions. But you do it slow, okay? As soon as she responds to this, now you've got her attention. Now, we come back and we say, I just noticed, I just realized, I hope it goes well. Now, the other thing is she asked you a question, how are you doing? Thankfully, is going crazy. Fear has started off great. Start off great. My last 2 months broke records. Right? I mean, my last 2 months broke records. The year has started off great. Broke records. All right, now we could ask her.
Would there be a good opportunity to insert, thankfully, my internet business?
Absolutely.
Crazy urges.
Last year, well, how were you gone? Like 3 months?
Actually, more like 4, almost 5.
Okay, so even though I took off 5 months, that's going to make her curious. So now, again, we should have, in retrospect, what we should have done is we should have done this backwards. We did it backwards. We should have answered her question first. And then what we could say, but, you know, we really don't care about this answer. We do. But now let's ask the question here. What have you been doing? Paste that little question right in there. Now, you notice it went from the donut to the green solid. That's because now she's active. And the beautiful thing about this whole process is that when you send messages, you can see if your settings have been adjusted properly. And that's what we're going to be talking about, you know, in boot camp. It's so critically important that you turn on a number of elements, a number of features, so you can see when people are there. You can see when people are typing. You can see by looking at their activity that she made a comment about this. It was 6 days ago. You go over here and you post. Look at her post. She posted something 2 months ago. All right? So you can see what people are doing. You can see when they're doing it. And this has taken the formula. Create a page, connect with Scentsy. Create, connect, communicate, and close. Now, it's kind of interesting. Look over here at Jennifer. You got Jennifer Lopez here. Open up the link. Now she's on your third level. Now this is our back door. Click over here. So you could actually connect with Jennifer Lopez. All right? Certainly want to follow her, but let's come down here and let's see how active is she. How active? So you come over here. All right? 5 days ago. Okay, and it looks to me like she's selling some kind of skincare. All right? So the bottom line is, and let's go back over here, what people don't realize. Okay, number one, this little back door will enable you to connect with people, sometimes even that are outside your network. The important thing is that you want to be able to connect with somebody that's active. Because if you reach out to somebody that hasn't been doing anything on LinkedIn for a couple of years, it's basically going to sit out there. So so let's again turn around and see what she says, because here's what happened with the other example that we shared with everybody yesterday. The person just came back and said, "Hey man, I just don't like." Let's see if she's here. Let's see. See if Rachel's here. Now Rachel's not here this morning because the message that we got back was that actually let's go over it as long as we're on the same subject. See if I can remember her name. But the message we ended up dealing with. So look at all the people that she can be talking to. And it was all from yesterday. Oh, here you go. Margaret. Okay? So she's basically said, hey, these pyramids are a total turnoff for me. Well, why do you feel that way? Only the people who start it make the money. Cold sales, expecting family and friends to accept your idea, making them feel obligated to purchase or climb on board, even if they're against it. Not for me. This is the way people feel. A person's negative feelings about network marketing is determined by their experience. And so we're in the process of responding back to it, and this is where you would use the feel, felt, found strategy. Margaret, I know how you feel. Okay? I mean, I've been in, she never told us what companies that she actually worked. Okay, which is something that we want to know. Why do we want to know it? Because for all intents and purposes, what if she was in your company? But even if she, let's say somebody got her interested in your company 10 years ago, and she went through all of the stuff that they basically, she's describing right there. It was 10 years ago. I know how you feel, Margaret. Believe me, I know how you feel. I've joined a number of those network marketing companies with the expectation of being able to generate enough income to quit my job. And I experienced the same stuff that you did, and I swore I would never do anything again. Never. And then one day, a good friend, okay, again, how long ago, the question, of course, you want to know, is how long ago was that? How long ago did you actually try something? What did you try? But we have, in order for us to get her to look at that, because those would be the questions you'd ask. I know how you feel. You know, what you described, what I experienced before, was the way that network marketing used to work. And that's why large percentages of people that got into it ever made money. Because people quit. People weren't trained. But when I had a good friend explain to me that things had changed. Number one, only the people who started make the money. That's not true. That's not true. It's just not true. You could get into a legitimate network marketing company 5 years after it started, and thanks to the internet, anybody could rise to the top of the company. As a matter of fact, I'm about to launch a project to help 2 people go to the top of our company. You don't have to be at the beginning to make money. Thanks to social networks like LinkedIn, it's not cold sales. Okay, I'm working with a system that enables me to pick out the people on LinkedIn that are looking for an opportunity. I never get rejected. And the beautiful thing is, you don't have to approach your friends. You don't have to approach So I understand all that, but that stuff doesn't exist anymore. And then, in order for you to be successful in network marketing today, first and foremost, you have to be passionate about the products and the company you're going to work with. Secondly, you have to find someone to work with that is successful, that is willing to work with you and help you become successful too. Today, in an hour or 2 a day, you could be generating income. If you wanted to go to the top of our company, for example, in the next 4 or 5 months, and participate in our project, you're probably going to need about 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, but it's all online, and you will experience none of the things that turned you off to the business before. As a matter of fact, it's so much fun. It can be addicting. Now, she's already got the relationship with the person, but remember, you're not in the convincing business. And one of the books that I strongly recommend for all of you, for those of you that are in boot camp, and for those of you that, maybe you're just here for the first time, how to argue and win every time. And the book you're looking for is by Jerry Spence. There are cheaper versions of this. How to argue and win every time. Timeless. It's a phenomenal book. I'm gonna copy it here. No one says you have to buy it at Amazon, but this will change forever how you talk to people about your network marketing business. One other thing I'm going to put in the chat window, again, for those of you that are not in boot camp, I'm giving you a link to register. And for those of you that are registered, first and foremost, I want you to, before our first session of boot camp on Thursday night, you must watch this first welcome video. There's a flip book that will take you through it. Because the format now we have all kinds of great tools for you, scripts, pandemic scripts, how to catch the corporate whale, bring them into your business. You have access to the February boot camp. Create a page, connect with people, communicate with them, and close them. You're going to notice on Thursday when we go into our first session, it is going to be totally different than the first session in February. Totally different. And that's why it's going to be critically important for you to watch this video first. All right? If you don't, remember, all of these are going to be recorded. If you don't, as soon as we're done with this session, you're going to end up having to go back and watching this one. We are going to take you through every part of every process of updating your profiles, creating your profiles, taking advantage of the latest settings and changes. We're going to give you things that you can be. Our whole focus in this session is going to be profile creation and that includes maximizing visibility. And we're going to take every little component, a lot of the new things, especially on LinkedIn, that will make you more visible. We've also added how to make profile covers for your Facebook and LinkedIn accounts and how to create your own motivational messages. A better deal for those of you that have been students for a while would be the retreat combo package, which is the second link I put down there, where you can, in addition to participating in boot camp, you'll get our 90-day game plan, and you'll get a seat in our spring top earner retreat. You get all three. Now, this is for people that want to go to the top of your company in the next 90 days or in the next 6 months. It's your pick. It's your call. All right.